My timing is impeccable.
Nope. Hey, this is...
Oh!
This Week in Comics.
Oh, I have you way too loud. That's better.
And Whiskey Wednesday.
Whiskey Wednesday. There's no coal for Whiskey Wednesday, though. I don't have my cork.
That's how it started. It started without him. Maybe it ends without him.
This is the last... Oh, it's gone. The last Whiskey Wednesday. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. I don't have it. I can just... That's all I got. Cheers. Oh, actually, wait. I got an empty that has a cork, so I can... There we go.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah. The Rebel Yell 100 has a pretty good cork pop. I want to do bourbon reviews that have nothing to do with the bourbon itself. It's just like, oh yeah, this has a great cork pop.
Yep, that's the only review.
7 out of 5.
All of them are 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Happy New Comic Book Day. Cheers, Steve. Cheers, Andrew.
Cheers, everybody. Oh, speaking of comics, I gotta get my comics out of my bag.
Cheers, King Paul. Cheers, Sam the King. Cheers, Carlito Classico. It's probably not. It was just a joke.
No,
we're good. We're gonna keep going.
It's like when you wake up all hungover and you're like, I'm never drinking again.
And then 12 hours later, you're like, I could have a nightcap.
Yeah, I'll just have one.
Yeah. Damn it, drunk again.
Then you wake up just like, the worst. Man, I had a huge stack of comics this this week. Holy cow.
This is my it's filling my magazine holder.
To the point where I definitely didn't get to this. I know you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You did. Wow. I this is the first week in like a month or two at least that I did not read all of my books by this week in Wednesday. So I have failed. Probably getting fired.
Pro tip, genius.
Best way to prevent a hangover is just keep going.
Yep. I have everything read besides ones that I normally don't like. I'm trade waiting Made in Korea now, so I'm just waiting because I want to read it all at once. So,
well, I could talk about that book real quick then because it was excellent. I am also trade waiting, but with the review copy.
I'm gonna see how this works. All right, that's not terrible. It's meant for 3, but it works for 2.
It's still fine. Yeah, it still works. Oh, I need some sleep. Yeah, no, it's a really cool book that's going in a direction that I don't know. It's definitely doing what I thought it was going to be doing, but not in the way I thought it was going to do it. So
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, from the cover, you can kind of extrapolate some stuff of what's going on with. She's like like an android kid, and yeah, it's a cool book.
What?
There's, I think 5. I think it's gonna be 5 or 6. 5 or 6 issues,
6, but maybe it's 5. I don't pay enough attention to that, but no,
I have to because I have to be told when it's done, so that way. Like when I read issue 5, if I think there's 6 and I read issue 5 and it's only 5, then it's like, where are they going to go with that?
Yeah.
seems kind of final. Yeah. Seems like everything kind of got a little,
like reading the third to last issue of East of West and being like, well, that's a weird way to end it.
Yeah. Weird. Huh? I don't know what that meant.
So as is now my tradition, I went months without talking about it. And now I'm going to talk about it. It's going to be my first comic every week now. The Amazing Spider-Man number 71.
Hey.
Spencer Vincenti, Sabatini, and Sinclair. I liked this more than the most that have been coming out.
You haven't been liking that book.
Biggest fan in the world, and I'm still not like, it's not like I love it, but it's a decent issue. It's interesting. They do a trope that I very much enjoy. Like, here's all the threads and where like this person, like why this person came from what and what they've been doing and all like, and then it ends with like, wah ha ha. It's good. Ooh, nice. Where are you at, Steve?
Oh, he's at 54.
That's quick.
Wow, quick answer. I read a bunch of Spider-Man. I read Symbiote Spider-Man, the prelude to King in Black, yesterday. I thought I'd read like one or two, and then I read like all 6 of them. They read incredibly fast, and they're good. So
not this one that came out today.
Not this one that came out today. I read the ones that came out over 3 months ago. I think they're like 6 months.
I'll keep this one in here for 3 months from now.
Yeah, was this good? I mean, the other ones were good. I
didn't read.
Oh, you didn't read it yet?
No. I just made a graphic for basically everything in case you guys threw me across a curveball.
Oh, I wonder if I have anything. But well, let's do this one because we're still early.
The only one that I didn't get on here because it wasn't on League, and it's the Comixology original that came out today.
Ooh, that was very good.
It was very good.
It was very good. Yeah, I did too. I read that. What is it?
Nope, I didn't get it. Astonishing Tales.
Astonishing Tales. It's like
like Marvel.
Marvel. Yeah, but who's the Superman's
Jimmy Olsen?
Jimmy Olsen. Yeah, it's like Jimmy Olsen, but it's not Jimmy Olsen.
Same idea.
Yeah, same kind of thing.
Here we go. Astonishing Times.
Yeah. It was very. I had no idea what it was about, but I figured I'd check it out.
For superheroes.
Right.
Frank J. Barberi and Eris Quinones, written by, and then art by Rukari Coleman, color Lauren Affey, and letters by Taylor Esposito. Designed by Dylan Todd. Yeah, the art is really cool in it too. It's pretty classic, but it looks nice. What was that thing in this guy?
So I thought I posted it on the Discord, but maybe I didn't because I did.
That's where
I did post it to Reddit and to our neighborhood group to see if anybody saw it. But I did manage to find an app that you can see in real time airplane, like their path or whatever that they're flying, and it has a thing that you can switch it and see like previous times. And at the exact time of the picture that I took, there was definitely an airplane directly over me. So it was an airplane. And my guess is that since it was 10:20 at night and it was dark, my iPhone was doing the low light setting where it uses one camera instead for longer exposure, but the other camera takes it and they kind of mix. So the airplane, like headlights and stuff, got stretched and the wings got washed out. It looks like a UFO.
That's HDR.
HDR, yeah. But it has the little thing. So that's what that was. But
there you go,
Sam.
Mystery.
unless the airplane was above. If the airplane was above the UFO I saw, then maybe.
Cheers. Oh no!
Comics will break your heart.
Comics will break your heart. Cheers! You were here before, and I remember you saying what your name was, and I don't remember. So,
speaking of comics that will break your heart,
I did not pick that up. Yeah, right.
Look at that big boy.
You know what? It's so crazy. That looks a lot like this big boy I got.
I love the first thing I did is just went into the cover gallery because the only one that I didn't get my hands on that I really wanted was that there was this B cover for the final issue. And it's so good. So I'm so super happy that I bought all of this just so I could see that picture.
It's really nice.
I like it. My Micah, my boy, is super excited because he's read volume 1 and that's it. Because I didn't want to
Bob.
Grubby fingers all over. Hey, Bob.
Cheers,
all over
Bob.
my my single issues. So I'm not buying DC anymore, right? So I got Superman, Son of Kal-El.
Dude, this is why I was like, I don't think anybody's gonna get it, but boom, I still made the graphic for it.
I grabbed it because I love Tom Taylor and I love this cover. This like
fair.
old school.
I'll get the trade.
22 pages of action, all in full color. Like it's just this classic cool cover. I'm only getting issue 1. It was good.
Sure.
I will definitely be reading this when it hits DCUI. Because again, I love Tom Taylor, and I like I kind of like what they appear to be doing with this one, with Superman trying to be more than just the feat of strength and stuff. And
which is smart. That's old.
Yeah, there's some cool stuff. I mean, he is strong, but it's the whole idea that strength and these powers don't actually solve real world problems, and that's cool. So very interested to see where that goes. And Tom Taylor, and who does the art on it? It's Tim's.
I should call him Tim.
Tim's. It's good.
Tim.
It's let's see, John Timms.
Tim.
And it looks like that.
Oh, that's solid. Ooh, look at that, Jon Stewart.
Yeah, Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart, I like that.
Yeah, a little Martian.
Yeah, that's all right. Jon Stewart's real cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might be like literally the only the only part that Jon Stewart's in. But
well,
anyways,
I have to buy it now, obviously.
Superman. Yeah, a couple copies
at least. All right. Mine also, realistic stuff, doesn't hand Barbaric number 2.
Oh, I got that one.
I
was gonna do that one, but I knew how much you liked issue 1, and I liked issue 2 more than I liked issue 1.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I liked it just as much, which is hard to do when I liked number 1 so much. It's one of those that would have been easily like disappointing, but I really like this book a lot. I'm
wondering if maybe I was like just depressed or something when I read it or something. And I've had that a few times where I've read a book. I had that with Mother of Madness last week, where I read the first third of it and was like, nope, don't like this. It's horrible. And then I reread it later when I'm in a better mood or something, and it's like, oh, I like this a lot. And so I'm going to check out number 1 again, and maybe I'll like it more. I did not like it. But
it is
Bolt Comics.
Also, it is a thick boy. This is not a small comic. For $4, it's a good deal. It's Michael Moriarty, Morikai, Nathan Gooden, Addison Duke, and Jim Campbell. Vault. It's
more
great.
Blood, more mayhem, more monsters.
It's great.
Will Owen storm the Abbey with Soren the Witch? Will Axe get drunk on blood? Yes, and you're going to love it. So there you go.
That was my number 1 comic of last week.
Oh, it was not awful. I disagree. It definitely wasn't awful. I could see if this book doesn't speak to me, but it was quite good.
Also, cheers. Cheers, Taylor. And cheers, Mad Respect. But I really like Barbaric. I'm really excited. I hope I can keep up at this level. And it was a good twist in this one, and it's interesting. There's got to be more after.
Well, it says this is penultimate for book 1.
Yes, but there's got to keep going. There's no way that they put this much into. This is such a high quality book. If it really is 3 and done,
that'd be so funny.
Fuck them. That's so mean.
That's it. See it. Leave us with wanting more.
Yep. A lot more.
A lot more.
Don't even get 6.
It could quite easily be like a long ongoing book, honestly.
At least a maxi.
Oh, I mean, with how they have this set up, this is the type of thing that could go like 30, 50 issues if they really wanted to. It has some serious legs. I kind of hope they don't, but
no, I like the idea of it being like 12 issues.
Yeah,
like
just like, really solid.
3-issue arcs. You get 4 really dope arcs.
Mm-hmm.
Would be really cool. I dig it a lot, and the art is fantastic. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And when it gets gory, it's really like pretty gory. It's not like it's gross, but it's like it's really fucking well done. And the Axe is dope as fuck.
I love Axe, and I love that Axe's name is Axe.
Yeah, it's great.
That's like he's just like, hey, Axe.
Yeah.
Like he just calls it Axe.
It's great.
I'd love to talk to the author too and see, like, did you try to come up with a bunch of names and you were just like, fuck it? Like, we'll
like my cat's name is Kitty. I like that. Yeah.
There we go.
What else are you reading? That
I would say, speaking of leaving me with wanting more, Daniel Warren Johnson put out this absolute gem of Beta Ray Bill #5, the final issue of this, and this is just another one that it's like, I hope there's a hardcover and I'm probably gonna buy it because it's
Marvel, so it's not as
right. Yeah, they don't do a whole lot, right?
Yeah,
I wouldn't buy a paperback. So maybe it's another one that I'll have to think about getting a hardcover made myself. Barbaric cosplay, yeah,
that'd be dope.
That would be cool. Yeah, it's a hard. Oh yeah,
that was funny.
It's a hard one to talk about because it's the last one, so it's all like everything in it is a spoiler.
It ended super
Daniel
well.
Warren Johnson. Daniel Warren Johnson wrote it, and then he does the art.
There's 2 pages in particular that just were like, oh hell yeah, thank you. I want more of this.
And the ending.
Oh my god, the ending is so good.
Just it goes full circle, and it pulls back from issue 1 again of something, and it's just like,
it's amazing.
This is so great. So I don't know what Johnson's next book is. But he's now after Dead Earth. Yeah, after Dead Earth and after reading Murder Falcon and Trade, and then reading this, I know there's Extremity I need to read. And maybe something else, but he's just I'm gonna let Comic Signal know, like, if his name's on the book, I'll pull, it's a Jeff Lemire
type
category. Like, if Jeff's name's on it, I'll take it, and if Daniel's name is on it, I'll take it.
100%. Yeah. I don't have too much to follow up on this, but
I didn't read that.
When it's mid arc, it's hard to be like, you should jump on this because I really like it, because like you're halfway to a trade at this point. But if it's something like you at least got #1 and you weren't sure about it, it's a totally different type of superhero book. I really like it. I like seeing superheroes that are grounded in terms of who they are. That's also cheers, Ignacio. Cheers. And that's the best news ever. Oh my god.
It's gonna be like high school wrestling though. Like, actually,
I'd still, but then it's still amazing.
But no, Daniel Warren Johnson for wrestling is like perfect.
That sounds awesome. The Blue Flame is obviously an original thing, but Christopher Cantwell is the writer, Adam Gorham is the artist, Kurt Michael Russell is the colorist, Hassan Otsamni Alau is the letterer. It's great. It's really interesting. I really like this book. I don't think people knew what they were getting into, so I don't know how well it caught on because I haven't heard much about it.
I haven't heard much at all about it.
I really like it. I think it's really interesting, and I think it's an easy trade pickup, or at least hoopla in the future.
I read 1 and 2. I missed 3 in our reviews. I didn't see it, or I probably would have read it. But I've heard it's like a Silver Age hero type thing. So if you're into that type of,
but the art is very of now,
modern, yeah,
which is nice.
It has that old throwback. It reminded me of when I checked out some of the older Valiant stuff too.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's very much Adam Strange feel, old school.
Yeah.
Adam Strange feel to it. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's solid. I'm glad I grabbed number one and kept with it. I don't think it's one of those books where I'll get the trade to unless I get rid of my singles, but I do really like it. I'm glad I have it.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of excited because I missed. That's another one I missed. I have a whole stack of ones that I still need to read, and add that to the stack along with this one, which might be a long wait for Skybound X number 4. I only read Rick Grimes 2000.
Oh,
because I have
not read Excellence?
I have not read Excellence. I don't know what Sea Serpent's Heir is, and I have not read Redneck yet. So
that's a good
all of the other backup books I'm not familiar with.
I'm not familiar with Sea Serpent's Heir either.
That might be new.
Maybe. So I skipped that one because I don't want to read stuff until I know for sure that it's safe to read because I don't want to. But I read Excellence and the Redneck Story, and they're awesome.
Oh, they're really good. This is on the Daniel Warren Johnson wrestling.
Oh, cool.
That'd be neat.
That'd be fun.
So yeah, Rick Grimes 2000 was fantastic though. It was. Again with that last page. The Rick Grimes 2000 short issues last pages have been like almost worth the $8 or whatever that they're charging for these.
I think it's $7.99, right?
Is it $7.99 or $4.99?
What?
They're an extra $1, so it's $4.99 for
$4.99.
$4.99. Yeah.
What a deal! That's a lot of book.
In that case, you should be buying all of these.
This is $8.99 from DC.
Oh, easy. maybe more.
That's just good bang for your buck.
In fact, one of the books that I didn't read, where is it?
Oh, it wasn't first appearance new. Cool, awesome. Thank you, Taylor. I'm gonna read that then. Excited.
One of the books I did not read is this new Dune, Blood of the Sardaukar. Apparently, I had to look it up because I'm very new to Dune. I read the Dune graphic novel part 1 while we were camping last weekend, and I've been loving House of Atreides, so I was like, just keep the Dune stuff coming. But what I'm getting at was that this is a one-shot. It's new Dune. So if you've read novels and stuff, you've never read this. This is not based on a book. I believe it's a one-shot.
Okay, I'm gonna double check on that because I've been planning on getting the trades of the Dune stuff because I fucking love Dune.
$7.99. But it's
a thick boy.
It's 80 pages, I think. So I'm excited to read that one. But yeah, did you get the House of Atreides?
Yeah,
hardcover. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that cover. I want to get that one.
I think this will be, since this is 2 people who've dropped it now, when it comes out in trade, if you have Hoopla or Library or something, I think you'll be it's really good. I get why the first issue would have made people like,
I liked it enough to read 2, and I liked 2 enough.
But I think in trade form it's gonna be great.
I read
Dune. I've read Dune way too many times.
I've read the first little bit of Dune several times, but one of my best friends who passed away, it was his favorite thing in the world was Dune. And we were really excited for the movie because the movie was gonna be my first introduction to this world that he loves so much. So when I saw the comics, it was like, all right, I can do comics. Like I can get through it. And I think if I read the comics enough, then I can translate it to the book. And I'll be able to read the book because I'm familiar enough with it. I just get so lost in so many of the words, like Sardaukar, and like the names and stuff are really hard to pronounce. And so it's hard for my brain to keep track of everything. So
that's when you just have to decide how you're going to say it and not worry about actually getting it right in your head.
Yeah, but I dig it. I think the movie's going to be. It looks phenomenal. So.
I'm stoked. I'm fucking stoked. The spice low. Good one. Here's my insomnia. Dang. Taylor, I really like you as a person, but I don't know if we would agree well with our reading preferences.
Taylor has a lot of hot takes sometimes, or at least, well, not hot takes. Hot takes compared to.
Oh,
to
I
us.
mean, everyone should just like what they like, and it's cool.
Oh, for sure.
I don't care. I still like Dune.
I mean, honestly, if it cures your insomnia, like maybe
that's great.
Maybe I'll start trying that. Like that. Yeah, that's. I might like it more.
Ooh, that's dope. That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool. That's.
I don't know what the litany. Oh, is that the fear is the mind killer?
I'm somewhere around 5 times. I can't keep track. It's been a long time.
Well, I have that. I got the new hardcover with the blue pages and stuff.
I have a few different versions of it. I have my original like paperback, and then my newest one is where it says Dune, but it's all the letters are the same. They use the same symbol to make Dune spelled out, like the same curve shape spells Dune in a square.
Okay.
It's really cool.
I want to. Well, Jessie wants a paperback that we can like bring camping, so she can sit on the dune and read Dune. Oh, nice.
I'm getting new tattoos. I'm excited, and they're comic related. Comic related. This is a book that came out.
I read that book.
I still think it's good. It's not like groundbreaking or anything, but it's a book that I don't know, passes the time, and I'm entertained. I think that this issue, I'm waiting just for like the shoe to drop to get a little bit more. It trickled out some more information, and the action is good, like per usual. I mean, like they do a good job with that stuff. But I feel like the last 2, 3, 4 have all been like waiting to move over to like knowing more, and like it's slowly trickled out. But I'm just kind of waiting for it to be like, bleh, and here's like info so we can move forward on like what's happening next. They've taken a long time on his like origin and stuff like that, so kind of ready for a little bit more, but it might all come together in the end, and it was all super important and super cool how they did it.
It reminds me of like it's just a summer blockbuster movie. It's just a summer blockbuster comic. Like,
yeah,
it's nothing. Cool. It's nothing incredibly deep or.
No.
It's Berserker's not going to change the world in any dramatic way, but it's good. It's fun. It's a fun read. I like it because it's a not quite like Firepower, but it's a good light, quick buffer read for me.
Yeah,
yeah, I like that one.
I'm getting the rest of the Lantern Corps done.
Mostly guy.
It's going to be a portrait of Guy with the rest of the Lantern Corps around him, and I'm getting Constantine. I'm starting my sleeve, so I'm getting Constantine here. The Constantine Sandman Hellblazer with the tarot cards and lighting the cigarette and everything. I found a portraiture tattoo artist who's fucking incredible. So I'm getting that done, and then I'm getting Frankenstein also done. Those are going to be that's my sleeve additions for this thing. So I'm excited.
Nice. Oh. I had a burp. Okay, I really want to talk about this book because well, here you go. It's the last. It's the last book I'll ever read.
It wasn't. I read it like in the middle of my day.
Yeah. Cullen Bunn, Leitz, Marchicio, and Campbell are the names on the cover. It is from Vault. Right? Yes, from Vault. Yeah. So it's funny because, Todd, you came into the shop as I was kind of leaving, and then I hung around. And I noticed, like, I grabbed this off the shelf, which do I have to? Oh, no. Did I get the B cover?
Yes, you did.
Okay, so now I have to go back tomorrow and see if I can swap my cover out, which they usually let me do.
I think the A cover is the best one.
But I grabbed it because it was a Vault number 1, and it was like, oh, this seems cool. And then I thought maybe, and then I was really disappointed because I realized that I had read it before. Oh, no. Amazing. You're not going to like this next bit. I started reading it and realized that I had not read this book before. I read a different Cullen Bunn book. And I loved this book. I absolutely loved this book.
It's very good.
I did not expect to. I was like, I'll grab the number 1. It'll be fine, whatever. And now I'll probably, when I swap it, I'll be like, hey, can I swap this if I add it to my pull list? And hopefully they still have it, because it's cool. It's like this person wrote this book, and it's all about like our society, and people are reading the book and going crazy, and is it the book or is it not? And then there's other stuff going on. It's a cool little premise, and it's kind of the type of horror that I really like. So yeah, I rated that very highly this week.
I really liked it. Also, Sam, I thought about it for my teen years or late teen years. I thought that's something I would do someday. But they are cool. I just wish it wasn't so overdone. A lot of people do that. What? Okay. Speaking of one of the favorite books of the day.
Oh, shit. Look at that.
Yeah, I put that up while you were talking. That's awesome. That's really cool. Chariot.
Oh, I read that one.
Or number 5 of 5. Brian Edward Hill, Priscilla Petradis, and Marco Lesko. This is the follow up to 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's the conclusion of the story arc. I believe more will be coming, especially since the whole movie optioning thing and all of that. I'd be shocked if we don't see more of it. I also really like cars. And I really like the 80s. And I really like comics. I really like this book a lot. A lot. It's super awesome. It's super fun. Yeah, they did. I think it was great, especially given that there's probably more coming. I'm happy with it. Like, no, you don't like the ending?
No, I did. Saying it landed the ending, I would say no, because it's very open.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff was resolved. Stuff was resolved and stuff, but it's very much open.
Yeah. It's gorgeous, and it ended the story arc though. What needed to be finished up for this arc?
Yeah, it definitely did what it needed to do. I can't show the first page for sure, but look at the second page. I'm going to show it way back here so you can't see anything too much, but it's super cool. Is there another one?
It's number 5 out of 5. I would just...
Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, I would pick up this. AWA trades have been $9.99.
Yep.
This is be an easy
choice.
This is
one where I'm going to be getting the trade so I can keep my singles nice and have a reader copy, because this also is a pretty quick read. Like, there's still a lot there, but it's fun and it's fast paced. I really enjoyed it. Oh my god! And yeah, it's 5 of 5, so we're going to probably get the trade in like 2 months, 3 months. Grab it. Easy choice. It's just a good time. You don't have to like cars in 80s.
No, I like my car because it drives me to work and stuff. And
sure.
The 80s were fine. Good stuff. But I liked the book a lot, despite, because it's not like there's a car, but it's not like it's all about cars, and it's not like they're talking about
characters.
Yeah.
It's not Knight Rider.
Right. It's good. Next up, I had. Well, should I do one maybe that I don't have a hard copy of? Let's see. I read Good Luck number 2. I still don't. I don't want to say I don't like the book. It hasn't grabbed me in any way that's made me be like, oh, other people should read this and I want to talk about it. And I don't know. Maybe it's another one that I'm reading in a bad mood. I have no idea. But
I haven't read it.
No, it looks nice, and I still don't. I'm not a big luck person in general. I don't put a lot of stock in the idea of luck. So a book that's based on, people having luck or not having luck, to me is something that I just don't really connect with.
What about the lady with the big head? She lucky because her head's so big?
I read the book and I don't even know what that is. Although I did read it before, so I probably do. But I'm not even really sure what's going on. It's probably, if you read it, and where's Taylor? It's probably Taylor's favorite book right now.
Number one of the day.
It's his favorite book of the week. Good luck, number 2. Which would be fine. I don't think it's bad. It's just not something that it's one that I might stop reading my review copies of. Maybe, I don't know. Might be a good trade weight.
I'm reading too much. Speaking of trade weight, there's one more issue of this before it's done, I believe, because I believe it's 6. This better not be the end. It took me a while to get into it, and I really think this is going to thrive in a trade situation because there is a lot of density here in this book. There's a lot of different storylines. And it's harder to grasp because it isn't a traditional Dracula book. It's very off the wall. It's very esoteric. And it's got horror themes and some action, but a lot of it is just people talking and talking about other people and talking about past events and history and all of that. So, like, thankfully, comics are one of the only things that stick in my head. Like, I can remember stuff that went on hiatus and pick up just fine, and I remember details, but even then I struggle sometimes. Cheers back, Gabe. But I really think it's going to thrive as a trade and be a lot more accessible. I think number 1 was probably rough for people who picked it up. Because
it was rough for me.
Yeah, I could get it, but I get source point stuff. It's just something I do, and I had some faith in it. And
I liked it, but it was rough.
Yeah, I'm glad I kept with it because it had a slow start and a very convoluted start. And the convoluted remains slightly, but it's at least makes sense in retrospect now. Like, I'm unconvoluted to a degree. But I dig it. I like it. So I think once trades come around, it'll be better for people. Because then as soon as you're like, I'm still confused, just keep reading. You'll eventually not be confused. Whereas now it's like, I was confused through the whole issue. What the fuck happened?
I've had that with a few books that I've ended up just dropping completely because it's like I don't know what else is going on. Is that a foil cover?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just a very well-fitting.
Okay.
Board.
Wait, I didn't see that.
Darling number 2, also from Source Point Press. I'm just going to transition right to it because it was also next on my pile. It's got like Alice in Wonderland, Mad Hatter, like feel to this issue. It's really cool what they're doing. The story is now starting. The first one. Bye, Sam the King.
Thanks, Sam.
Have a good rest of your week.
Cheers.
Cheers to goodbyes. Yeah, I really dig it, and I kind of hope like that changes, but I believe the story is picking up from here now. The first one was really establishing the character.
Okay.
The main character.
I don't remember Darling too much.
And
I remember really liking it.
It's about an addict who's like.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay, there we go. That was easy.
Yep.
I
just need like the kickstart.
Michael Fleesick and Todd Hunt are the writers. David Mims, Zach Turner, and are colors, arts, and letters. It's really cool. This might be my favorite Source Point Press book in a while. The art is fucking tight. It's wild and it's super interesting. I really love the style. It's just got. I mean, the cover is very indicative of what the art is like. Which also, did I not get the A cover, or is this not the A cover on here? So that's weird. Yeah, this is a fucking variant. This is what they pulled for me. Shit.
Guess I'll see you tomorrow when we're swapping our cover.
Yep. Leave this one out. Fucking dig. Really cool.
We're on a Source Point kick. This is an ash can, so it doesn't necessarily maybe count as.
I didn't get a graphic for it because we didn't.
Got him. So. I had to cheat a little, but I got it. This was cool. It's written by the same author that does Power Rangers, And
God. Oh,
actually, see, that would be wrong because I said Power Rangers plural as if there was multiple issues and there isn't. But anyways, it's cool. Ash cans. I still don't know how I feel about ash cans.
well, we get them for free when we buy multiple Source Point Press books from our shop. So I like them
like $2, which is,
or it's $2, which I think is good. If you're getting it locally, $2 is an easy drop.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool. I'm really excited about this.
So they all have like their spacesuits or whatever, so they all look the same, but then the lettering, each character has a different color. So like there's, I won't remember their names. I'll be like, the purple one says.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. So it's cool. They're all in space, and there's aliens and space things.
Yeah, it's really.
I have no idea what's going on because it's like a third of an issue. Being an ash can.
I'm so excited.
But it's Frank Gogol, and he usually makes me cry. 2 other books that I read was Spawn 320. Do you have that one?
Source Point Press.
Oh, still on Source Point.
I'm just going to finish up the Source Point Press.
Yeah, do that.
Go around. Monsters 3 of 3 came out. If you like twists on old monster themes and books and all that, it might be for you. I don't think it's going to be for everybody. It's interesting. It's by Wright, Sobek, and Santanola, and Justin Birch does the letters because it's Birch. Justin the Birch. Yeah. If you're a horror guy, I think you might dig it. It's definitely a different take on it though. It's different. It's a little weird. It's a little quirky. I think quirky would be the best way. It's quirky horror, classic horror.
Like the Munsters?
Not that kind of quirky.
Oh.
It's just kind of weird.
Okay. Cole is having a super busy week and did not have time to read very many books. So he...
Cheers, Poser.
Oh, and cheers to Poser.
Cheers. Clink.
Okay. So then I had I read Spawn 320. And I just decided that I would just start reading Spawn at 319. And it's good. I like it. It's cool. It's cool. The art is
This is
really
the best
good.
Spawn's been in a while, in my opinion.
Oh, that's good then. I mean, I don't really know what's going on. I still haven't read Universe, so I'm kind of lost on some stuff. I'm sure that would help. And I'm like, I'm just gonna push through it, I think, and it'll be fine.
It'll be fun eventually.
The other Image book that I did read was Sweet Paprika #1.
You read Sweet Paprika?
I did. You didn't read it?
No, I don't read those.
Oh,
I've never read the other ones. What is it? Unsacred is where
Unnatural.
No, Unsacred is the. Isn't that the line of comics that's from?
I have no idea. It's Image. I don't know if it's like a sub.
I'm pretty sure it's called. That's what Unsacred is.
Merca.
This is a spin-off of Unsacred.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was. I read it.
Oh.
I did read it. Maybe that makes sense that I didn't know if there's other stuff going on or
maybe someone in the chat can back me up.
Or from. So I thought it was something kind of new, but it was a Merca book for sure. I liked Unnatural way better, but this is fine.
Cool.
I had it just below Spawn at number 14. So
okay, but isn't this character type in this world from Unsacred? No?
Or is it a new? I thought it was a new thing.
Okay, the characters on the cover literally look exactly like Unsacred covers, so that's why.
Or Unnatural. I mean, it all looks kind of the same.
Sure,
but I think it's just Merca's.
Is Unnatural? Oh, what am I mixing up Unnatural with? Because that's not. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Unnatural is the sexy pig.
Yeah.
The
covers didn't look like that though, did they?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, the covers looked way more risque.
More realistic. Unsacred literally like
The
this.
art inside was
Yeah,
closer to that for sure.
like that. Yeah. Whatever.
I don't think it was bad. I just
really don't.
it's not for me.
Yeah. This is a book that's continued to always be my favorite Bat book. Batman Detective Comics is good. Tamaki Mora, which come on, the art, fucking Dan Mora. What are you gonna do? And Belair, they are excellent. I like the story that they finished up with one villain while still having like an overarching one that's going, and Bruce Wayne and Batman are both in trouble, and good times. It's a good book. I like it. Detective is greater than Batman. It's the best one.
Wow.
As always. Except for when Snyder is writing it. It's the only time that I haven't preferred.
I read Scumbag number 9.
I did too. It's not my favorite book.
It's not my favorite book. I don't hate it by any means, but so the thing that really intrigued me about Scumbag was having the same Rick Remender was the author, and each issue was going to have a new artist, which seems really cool. My problem with it is that every artist that they've had does the same fucking style.
Keeps it around the same
If
area.
you didn't tell me that they were all different artists, which the art is good. Don't get me wrong. The art is, there's no problem with the art, but it's all the same exact style. And so like the whole point of doing that to me is pointless. And Ernie is a great character. He really is.
He is. Speaking of retirement, I think Poser's having his retirement giveaway tonight after this stream in 40 minutes. I believe it's at 10:30 EST, so that's 40 minutes from now. Y'all should be at the Poser giveaway.
I didn't know he was retiring.
Yeah, it's for 1,000K subscriber, 1K subscriber. It's one of the two. He's either retiring or he got 1,000 subscribers.
Well, congrats.
Tune in to find out.
Those things.
It could be both.
In
yeah.
40 minutes, I might still be awake, but I am super tired. Although giveaway, might have to.
I think you already had to enter.
Oh.
Inventive Frontier, 3 of 6. It's Williamson on here with a bunch of other talented people. Pelletier, Marino, Zermancio, Derenick, Rupmund, Fernandez, and Faradu Jr. It's good. I really like this. I keep bringing this one up, but it keeps being solid. I really like it.
Who is the new Black Lantern?
You have to read to find out.
Oh, I'll let you know. You can still enter.
Which I'm pretty sure you were supposed to know before this issue even happened.
Poser, I know you have a channel, Poser, but you're always just selling Funko Pops. But how do I enter? How does that? Not just me, but anybody else that
enter me, Poser.
Poser, enter me in the giveaway. That's all I have to do. I'll do my damnedest to stay up and watch tonight, and I'll share your. If you just link.
If you
enter me in.
If you just tell Poser you've been watching Critical Role, he'll excuse you from not watching anything because that's what he's been doing.
Yeah, then that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. See.
Go comment on the video pinned to my page.
Which page? What's a page?
Just gonna like on Twitter.
Anywho, also another DC book because I'll just go through these real quick because Nick isn't reading these. I don't think. Mr. Miracle, The Source of Freedom.
I'm not.
I really like this Mr. Miracle. I think I was off the last 2 times that it's been on, so I haven't got to talk about it.
Yeah.
I really like this run. The art is fucking awesome. It's great. The story is super interesting. It's like it has to do with Barda and Steve's kid from like an alternate timeline or something like that. It's really interesting. I don't think it's actually established. So there's only theories about where she's from, but it's really fucking cool. I love seeing Mr. Miracle doing Mr. Miracle things in the wild. Yeah, I dig it a lot. And that's 3 of 6 as well.
I was going to ask you today in the shop because I saw it on the top of your stack, and then I got distracted by something else because I was originally going to pull that. I bought the Future State Superman stuff so that I'd have like first appearance and stuff, and I was really excited about it. And then it was like right before one of my first like big.
It's not tied to that at all, so you're good.
Well, I mean, I still bought them.
Anyway, I'm just saying those Mr. Miracle backups aren't attached to this at all.
Oh, so I bought them literally for nothing. That's even.
Well, they're good stories.
Yeah, but I can read them on. I can read them like now on DCUI.
Correct. Yeah, even
in one of these.
Miracle, it would have been useless.
In fact, that's where I will read them, and they will stay unread because I don't even know what box they're in.
Perfect.
No
there you
idea.
go. All set.
No idea where they
more
are.
DC, Nick hasn't read. Here's the best fucking thing going in comics right now. Right here.
Well, it's done, right?
Yeah, it's still going. It came out today, so it is going right now. But this is the last issue, and it's fucking awesome. We end with Anissa Pierce, Black Lightning's daughter, Jeff Pierce's daughter. It's incredible. It's amazing. I fucking adore it. It's the best fucking comic. Spoiler alert. It's my fucking favorite. But I think anybody who's watched me talk about this knew that was what's going to happen. It's amazing. The hardcover's coming out, I think, in September. Fucking get it. If you didn't get in on this, holy sure. Oh my God. It's so fucking good. It's John Ridley and Giuseppe Camuncoli, Andrea Cucci, and Jose Villabruria. Wow. It's great. I pulled over 20 comics, and I probably read this as long as I read half of the others combined. It's just so fucking good. And there's so much here. It's a lot of prose, and it's a fucking good read. Oh my God. Who do you love?
That's all I can find. Poser is this one.
That's a whack.
No, it's.
Oh, is that? Oh no, that's Posers. That's right. I saw that.
It says enter the Poserverse for the 1K subscriber giveaway, but I still don't know how to. Oh wait.
Check the description. Yeah, it is the end. I'm really sad about it, but also it's just so fucking incredible. I'm shocked that it even exists. I'm so happy that it exists, and it's incredible. And I can't wait to reread it when I get my hardcover in, because I am very excited to dig back through it and just read them all in a row and spend like 4 hours,
like a couple days.
I'm very excited about it. Oh, so fucking
that long. I would need like to block out a day to just.
You got.
I don't even know if I could read them all like in a row because it's just. It might be they might put me to sleep just from the density.
Mount.
Yeah, well, I have that with reading regular books. Is it's just like I'll get through. That's why I don't read books, because I usually get to page 4 or 5 and I'm falling asleep.
More DC. Robin number 4.
How's that going?
It's good. Williamson, Corona, Guerrero. I really like this storyline. I think it's really cool. It's Damian is the Robin in this.
Yep. I read one. I bought one.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot. It's got like a battle royale theme to it, which is interesting-ish. But I dig it. It's solid. Hey, that's Poser. Little cameo. And then Wonder Woman Black and Gold number 2.
Also, I like that cover.
And yeah, the cover is fucking awesome. I really like this series. It's cool. Any I'm just a big fan of Wonder Woman, so that helps. And the last story in this is so fucking adorable. I love it. Oh my god, it's amazing. But yeah, they're doing great. There's some dark, grittier stuff in it, and there's some light, fluffy ones, and then there's just some in betweens. It's really cool. I dig it a lot.
I like those little like anthology type things that these are. Most of them are these like, oh, so you can. Are these kind of like the Superman ones too, where like you can just like you could pick up issue 3 and be fine? Like any random.
There's nothing connecting them other than the theme of black and gold, and the art is just so cool. My God, so much black and white and so much black and white and red and all that stuff. I love the Superman doing the red and blue. I like the black and gold for Wonder Woman. It's a really striking art style that I very much enjoy. Oh, and I also read a 3-point book. Seis Quieres. Sorry, I think I'm probably butchering it either way. Where are you? There we go. Seis Quieres. 6 strings. Defender of Mexico. 3 of 3 came out today from Source Point Press, and it's a really cool book. It's really solid. It's a superhero-ish book, but it talks about Mexico and the fight with cartels, and it's interesting.
I really liked the first issue of that.
Yeah, if you really liked
one,
you're gonna like 2 and 3 a lot.
Yeah, I really liked it, but I had to trade weight that one.
I've got 3 more.
I have 1, 2, 3 more. My first one is
That's what
Vinyl.
Hey,
Number 2 with these crazy sons of bitches on the cover.
Friend of the show,
Doug Wagner. You should be buying vinyl, and you should go pick up Plastic trade if you did not read Plastic, unless you don't like really weird stuff. So,
cheers, Tyler.
Cole, he's right there. What do you mean? It's all 3 of us. Under the desk. So yeah, this one
it amped it up a lot in this issue.
Yeah, they did. And
holy poop.
I need to go back and reread 1 as well. Plastic did the same thing to me where I was like early on, I'm like, this shit's crazy, first of all. And I'm like, and I have no idea exactly what's really going on, I guess. But it's like you do, but you're just like, oh, that's what we're doing? Okay. God, yeah, it's cool. I can't wait for more of this. That's another one that I'm gonna start. I'll probably start like reading 1, like next month. I'll read 1 and 2, and then 3, and then I'll read 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just each time. And then maybe I'll read like 2 and then 1, and then.
That's
No, Vinyl 2 was fantastic. I'm assuming that we both have the same books left.
I don't think so.
No? Oh, because maybe we haven't read.
Because I trade weight some that I think I have 2 different ones that I don't think my 2 are your 2.
Oh, okay. Well, then you do one.
One of them should be.
One of them should be.
One of them for sure wasn't. Witchblood, number 5. It is the continuation of number 4 of Witchblood from Vault Comics. Ermin Sturl and World does the letters. It's cool. I like this book. It's really interesting. It's different. It's a bunch of witches dealing with vampires, sucking their blood and stealing their powers. It's pretty cool. But each time there's also like a monster of the week aspect while dealing with like the overarching problem with the vampires. So like this week they had to deal with like a curse. It's really cool. I like it a lot. The art is really fun. Getting to learn the backstory of Yona, the main character, the blue-haired one, is really interesting, and she's kind of annoying, especially in the beginning, but the idea is that she's growing as the book continues, and it's good. It's solid.
I think I know your last one then maybe. I think I know which one you trade weight, and this one. Oh wait, I have. Oh no, that's just vinyl. Vinyl being sneaky.
I trade weight both of your final ones.
You trade weight Something's Killing the Children now?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I have. Yeah.
Wow. It was really good. You're gonna be really happy when you get to it.
I read the previews.
Oh, do you? Okay.
That we get. So I read it.
That's what I meant then. Oh, okay. I thought you hadn't read it.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
No, I'm not trade reading. I'm trade waiting to purchase, but I have been reading our previews since we get them.
So yeah, we're doing the Erica Slaughter origin story. Is this arc? They just announced a spin-off that'll be starting, I think, in October. House of Slaughter. That looks really good, and
number one for that.
I mean, I just love it. I love that page spread every time. It's just I get to that and it's like, yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's cool. She's on a little farm thing. She's a little kid, and we're starting to see how that all went down. And this
was not my favorite issue. This is one of those this is the type of issue is why I started trade waiting Something That's Killing the Children, because I'm like,
it's all set up.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's so much better done in a row, so I just have a hard time buying the signal. But if they're going to give me the previews, it's hard not to read.
I like the setup. This was actually one of my highest rated issues.
Good setup. It's a good issue. It's just one of those where I'm like, it would be just so good to jump into the next one. So I might, and this is why I didn't rate it very highly, which is why maybe I won't read the single. Like, I stopped pulling the singles to trade weight, and now we got the previews, and I think I might just stop reading the previews too.
Because my number 4 book of the week. Yeah. But I found that with horror, I was thinking about it today, and I found that with horror, I actually really like the beginning for movies and comics. I like the beginning where stuff's all crazy and getting set up, and you don't really know, what things are and stuff. And usually by the end of stuff, when there's actual meat to it, then I don't like it as much.
Yeah.
I don't like the explanations and stuff too much. I like it to be vague and crazy. But yeah, I like this issue a lot. I've always liked Something's Killing the Children a lot. I don't think I could trade weight it at this point. I'm too invested in the run.
My other one, I forgot to do a thing for, or I just didn't forget. It wasn't on League or something. You Promised Me Darkness.
Oh, I hadn't read it yet.
Number 4.
Because I didn't read 3 yet. So
Damien Connolly's. Yeah, it falls right in line. I don't have too much to say. I really liked it, but it's still very much You Promised Me Darkness. It's a really cool book. The art is very striking. The use of negative space is incredible. The story is bonkers and kind of tough to follow, but it's also very interesting still. It's a good book. It's a fucking solid book. I think it's going to be a great trade.
I feel like that book for me is I'm halfway through the issue and I'm like, I don't know why I'm even reading this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know but by the end of it, I'm like, oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm out. I think that's it for me, except I might have a digital or something that I just
my last one.
Oh yeah. There's also That Texas Blood.
I did not get to read it yet. It's next on my pile. That was the one that I was gonna guess was your other one.
I've been trade waiting That Texas Blood since the beginning.
Oh. Cheers. I have not. Although I did.
I read this one, also trade weighted, but I read our preview.
This might be my favorite issue of Department of Truth, which is crazy. It is. I forget who it was, but somebody on Twitter today said that they were like, I read issue 11 and I can't do it anymore. I'm dropping this book. And I was like, wow, I kind of want to buy a second copy of this one. This is a great issue. You didn't like it?
I liked it fine. It's not even.
I love Bigfoot stuff.
It's not even in my top 10. But I liked it.
Number 1 book of the week. I love it. I love the letters from the father.
Those are cool.
And getting weaved in throughout it. And just the whole backstory of the dad and, going out with his father and all that kind of stuff with it. And it's Bigfoot. I just love Bigfoot. So, and I don't know of any other Bigfoot comics. They were so good. And they were all like torn up and distorted and they got wet and the ink ran and stuff. Like it looked like this old letter. I loved it. And that's something, prose in comic books is usually something that I do not like. So the fact that I liked these ones, maybe that's why I rated it so high, because it was like, hey, I liked some prose. That doesn't happen very often.
But no, it was a good issue in my opinion, but it's not anywhere close to my favorite one of it.
Oh, the last two, the Bigfoot stuff has been, I mean, I really liked issue 1. But there's been a lot of stuff where it's like, I don't really know what's going on with it. And I've kind of lost on some of the story points and stuff, to the point where it probably is a good trade weight book. If you're reading a lot of other stuff in between, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I liked that one. Books I haven't read. I haven't gotten to. Oh, you did read this, right?
I did read this.
Okay, I didn't read it yet.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love this arc already, and it's super interesting. It's dark as fuck, but it's really good.
I will probably read it tonight.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Chris Condon, Jacob Phillips, text of Blood number 8. It's very easily seen on this screen. I like it so much. It's such an interesting read. I love going back, and I trade weight this book might be my favorite comic. Yeah. Yeah. No, if you dug the first arc, they're still going strong. Oh my god. They did a good job pivoting, making it about Joe Bob and the back and forth, the time stuff. It's really nice because like you can definitely tell when it's early Joe Bob and when it's late Joe Bob. There is no confusing the timeline because it's old dude versus like mustachioed like 80s 70s porn star Joe Bob.
It explains the casserole dish. Yeah, that would be fantastic, Taylor, if they somehow incorporate. I'd love it. I'd love a flashback of Joe Bob like at a store, and his wife is like, "Oh, we need a new casserole dish," and like puts it in. Yeah, that would be something like that. Would be a little nod would be great. I can't wait for that.
You got to be okay with slower storytelling. Like it is definitely a slower pace to it, but I just find this. I just get so enthralled. This is one of those times when I really appreciate the slow pace because I am just like captivated by how they talk and the dialogue and the back and forth and the voices behind it are very clear. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And it was a good issue.
That's good.
I'm trade weighting. If we didn't get previews, I wouldn't be reading it because I think it's a better trade weight.
Okay. So that's what I was curious with.
I wouldn't buy this
review copies.
On now.
You wouldn't be reading it. You'd just be behind.
I'd be behind it. I already planned on trade weighting it.
No, but I mean, if you didn't get the review copy to read, you would still trade weight it.
Correct. Because I think it reads better that way because of the slow, methodical pace and everything. I think it reads really well in collected form.
I think most do, really.
No, but that doesn't mean. But I wouldn't enjoy it as much. This is one that like there's some monthlies where I'm like, there's enough going on that it was at least that book was very good, and I don't feel like it needs to hold up next to. Whereas with how slow and the pace that this is, I think it's great.
So Taylor, if you talk about comics. And have, do something like this or have a blog and talk about comics, you just message them and say, hey, I talk about comics. Can I get added to your press list? And
we had to try quite a few times.
Just keep asking.
But just hustle it. And
just keep asking. If you're talking about their stuff and promoting their stuff, they'll Generally, some are really easy to get where they're just like, yeah, sure, another place. And sometimes you'll get dropped off and you have to hound them and get stuff back. But it's worth the hustle for sure, I think.
Yeah, that's all my books.
Okay, let me check my list to make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see.
I say we're going late. We should do our...
Freak Snow, number 3.
Oh, that did come out today. Yeah.
It was something that came out. We just had my mind's drawing a blank. The author on our show,
Kevin Rodatelli.
Rodatelli, that's the one. Yeah, we just had him on. If you missed that show, you should watch that one because he is fantastic. One of my favorite guests. I know I say that about a lot of them, but he really is up there. And issue 3 of Freak Snow was the one where you can kind of understand stuff that's happening. So, and it kind of makes the other ones like, oh, okay. So especially if you bought like 1 and 2 and then dropped it, you just go get the last one because I might have to be less cranky in my reviews. You not necessarily.
No,
they don't. You think they're watching this? Yes, he was fantastic, and his book is fantastic. Freak Snow is
fucked.
It awesome. Seems crazy and off the wall and nothing, but then once it starts clicking, what's going on and what the subject matter and everything is, it's an incredibly deep and moving story. So it's a good one. And then I think that was it.
I say we need to do our.
We need to count down.
Tipsy 10.
Tipsy 10. Oh, we're just doing 10 now. I like that.
The Tipsy 10.
I'll start so you can finish.
There we go. Classic us.
That's how we do it. Chariot number 5 was my number 10.
Oh. Chariot number. I'm like, not number 5. We're starting at 10.
No, Chariot number 5 was my number 10.
Mr. Miracle number 3 was my number 10.
My 9 was Superman Son of Kal-El number 1, which now that I'm looking at, I feel like is maybe too high. I don't know if that would be up there.
Well, that's it for now. Number 9, Infinite Frontier number 3.
Number 8, surprisingly, I gave to Skybound X number 4, even though I only read the Rick Grimes 2000. I like that so much that just the little bit.
I don't pull Marvel very much, and if it ends up doing really well, I'll grab trades. I'm trying to trade more, so no. But
I will talk about it in 3 months.
There it is. Didn't read it.
Is that like Captain America on the Never-Ending Story Dragon?
Yeah,
I know what it looks like.
That's a big old lion with wings. But what did you just do? 8.
Number 8.
Number 8. Seis Quieres. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I can't.
Number 3.
7. I had Freak Snow number 3.
Vinyl number 2.
Ooh, nice. I should switch that. I'm gonna switch that with Superman. Made in Korea number 3 was my number 6.
Barbaric number 2.
Well, that shouldn't be your 6 because it should be number 5. It's my 5. Barbaric number 2.
No, see, Darling number 2 is my number 5.
Oh, you had Darling. Well, my number 4, I had Something is Killing the Children number 18.
Oh, okay. Mine's Last Book You'll Ever Read number 1.
Huh, that's what I had for my number 3. We're very close this week.
But my number 3,
way off.
My number 3 was Beta Ray Bill number 5.
My number 2 is Beta Ray Bill number 5.
One.
It's just one up it.
What's your number 2?
Beta Ray Bill number 5.
Oh yeah, okay. My number 2 is Chariot number 5.
Oh, you blocked out there, but I think you said Chariot number 5.
Chariot number 5 is my number 2.
My number 1, I stand by it, was Department of Truth number 11.
See, and if only you read mine, we would have been so much more in line because your number 1 would have been Other History of the DC Universe number 5.
It's possible. It's possible.
But you didn't read it, so our our 3, 4, and 5 would have been identical.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I didn't get a chance to read
I was just
Reptilian
kidding, because mine's obviously number 1.
or Shadow Man or Strange Adventures
Damn
or Darkness or Dune yet. I still got to read all those. So I still have a pretty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still have 5 books to. Oh, and that Texas Blood. I forgot that one too. So I got 6 books that I still need to read, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good. I'm all done. I can work on some more.
As long as I can get them done before more previews start rolling in, and then I got to start.
Exactly.
The daunting getting behind is scary. So.
Well, thank you everybody for getting wrapped up with us. Cheers to all y'all.
To everybody who hung
We
in
love
there.
you. Be kind to one another. This has been This Week in Comics.
Yeah. I don't think we didn't sing it earlier.
I did.
Oh, you did? I didn't say yeah.
No, but I did.
Start
yeah.
over. Do it all over
All right.
again.
All right, we'll do it again.